dissolving all the karma between my mother and I. We'd had a challenging relationship. I really loved her, but it had been very challenging. And it was moment to moment. I didn't have time to do formal practice, but I was practicing 24/7. I truly was. And when my mother passed, and this was a woman who did not believe she was going to die, ever, it was one of the most beautiful experiences of my entire life. And I knew that she was dying because a few hours before, I'd seen these two huge hands holding. I had my eyes closed at the time, and I saw these two huge hands holding this ball of light, and my mother was in the middle. And I knew that these hands were the hands of the universe. And I could feel her energy starting to lift out of her body. And she was sinking into this state of unconsciousness. And her breathing, as she was dying, it synchronized with mine. And what I was doing spontaneously was I was singing the 8 verses. And when I took in a breath, she took in a breath. And the 8 verses are about expanding into the universe. It's organizing the chi field. And then we bring back the infinity inside us. But in this case, we just continued. And on the last line, when everything is harmonized, you're in complete harmony with the universe. She took in the breath with me for the last line, and I sang it, and she breathed out, and it was her last breath. And we sat there for several hours, and we talked. I know that sounds really amazing, but I could talk to her, I heard her, I felt her. A few seconds after she took the last breath, the room was just brilliant with light, and it felt like this room. It felt like the oldest cathedral that you can imagine. That peace. And I felt so happy for her. Our hearts were wide open, and she was free. She'd been in a chair for 4 years, she was blind, she was deaf, and she was free. It was just incredible. And I know that we wouldn't have had that experience if I hadn't been gifted with learning this amazing technology. So I guess my message is, do a daily practice. Use all the support that Mingtong and the Chi Center provides to you. Keep in touch with us, come back, and do your practice.